Good morning, everybody. This is going to be a political discussion about the falsehood of political correctness. It's pretty much a lie. And the proof of this is look at what's going on here and the whole media narrative, left wing media narrative about, it's historical when someone from a particular demographic group, however they choose to be to be identifying these groups, it's historical when they have some major position as long as they're leftists. Meaning Ambassador Grandel identifies with the LGBTQ community, but he's a Republican and he's a very strong supporter of the president. And the president has appointed him to the cabinet as the acting chief of the intelligence director, acting intelligence director. This is according to what the left is always teaching us. This is a historic moment that an openly homosexual person was appointed to the cabinet, the first time in history, and yet. What's the media telling us? No, he's evil, he's bad, he's blah, 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 he's from Trump, he did that. So, all the things that they say are just lies because they don't care about these groups. All they care about is, the politics. So, that's just. I think that's, and they don't even mention this. That this person is part of the gay community. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. If he was if Obama had appointed him, this would have been the number one aspect of this story. But because President Trump appointed him, well, then it doesn't matter because even though, and I've said it time and time again, and this is something, I remember I was at a conference for chaplains, and they had two women who were married to each other, both pastors in the church, that were there with their collars on, and and I opened up my mouth and said, President Trump is the most pro-gay president we've ever had in American history. And they were just like shocked. How do you say that? What are you talking about? And I, and here he's proving it again. And yet the media doesn't care because they don't care about blacks or gays or any minority group. All they care about is their power. All these groups that they try to identify, it's not because they care about the people in these groups. Certainly they don't care about. All they care about is creating these voting bases, creating these voting blocks, and if it doesn't go their way, they don't care about them. And I hope that this message gets out, because people have to learn that the Democrat Party doesn't care about you as an individual. They care about you as a demographic. That's the difference between a democracy and a republic, and that's why they're the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. The Republican Party is the party of the minority, of caring about the individual. The most important minority is the minority of one, the individual. And that's why the Republicans freed the slaves. And the Democrats care about demographics. They care about putting you in a box and identifying you with this community or that community so they can get voting blocks. And if this doesn't prove that they're not excited that President Trump appointed one of their favorite demographic groups, a member of one of their favorite demographic groups, to very high position, the first time that someone from that demographic group was appointed to the cabinet, what else can prove that? That's all I got to say. All right. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, subscribe, comment.